Welcome back to another video. We are in the Open Great League, and today we're going to be featuring a new team revolved around the Shadow Steelix and Medicham and Trevenant here. We decided to stay in here because we don't want our backline to be met against this Toxapex. So we're going to just throw these breaking swipes as much as possible. So far, we are able to get to 2 breaking swipes here. This breaking swipe is going to double debuff them, force out the switch. They come in with the Greninja. We are going to go into our Medicham. This Medicham is going to be able to tank one move. But also note, this Medicham is running the Dynamic Punch. So not that we are going to need it. Oh, looks like they did recognize that they survived the Ice Punch. But we're actually okay letting this Medicham go through because we did not want the Toxapex to farm us down. So this is going to be the brine. We are able to survive it, and looks like we're going to have to tank another brine here. So we have a choice here. Are we going to go for the breaking swipe, or we're going to save this energy? We decided to go for the breaking swipe, and then we're going to try to farm down because we resist these poison fast moves. So good news for us, we do have the Trevenant versus the Cresselia in the back. This Cresselia is going to have to tank a ton of fast moves, Shadow Claws. So all we have to do at this point is go for Seed Bombs. They are pressured to shield. So they have 2 shields, so they're definitely going to invest in them. And as you can see here, we just go straight Seed Bombs here. Going for straight Seed Bombs is enough. They are also baiting as well because they know that we have multiple shields, and we are able to get to this Seed Bomb here for the KO. So GG's to our opponent right there, able to figure out the kind of tricky Toxapex lead right there. On to the next one. Let's see what we face. The Shadow Steelix is very actually annoying and good at the same time, believe it or not. So in this situation here, we definitely want to stay in because it is Medicham has a terrible matchup against this Sableye. We are able to tank 1 foul play. We actually let the first foul play go because we want to throw optimal timing. Now we are allowed to get to the second breaking swipe, but they CMP tie it. But because this debuff, we actually survive it by just a sliver of health. So throwing optimal timing right there actually ended up allowing us to win that matchup. Gligar in the back is the worst case scenario. So Gligar right here is so good against everything we have in the back. So we're just actually going to come in with the Trevenant to chip away. In fact, we're probably going to double shield this situation. We're going to go for this Seed Bomb bait, and we're probably going to get a shield. All right, so our only hope here, I think, is if we can get both of these shields out. Okay, actually, we just decided to let it go. Never mind. We're going to try our best to win it with this Medicham, but just because Medicham is able to survive that AOA, so we are still in a bad situation because we need at least 2 Ice Punches to take this Gligar out, plus they have another Pokemon in the back, so this is all about GG's. We don't even have Psychic here to potentially do huge damage against this Charjabug, and they're just going to farm us down. So, well played by them. Unfortunate that they did have a Flyer in the back, which is our huge weakness. In hindsight, obviously if I knew their team, we would have switched out to bait out that Flyer. Alright, this is kind of what we want to see, is the Medicham that we switch out into the Trevenant. This Trevenant draws out the Sableye, but luckily for us, we did have a little bit energy advantage. We're actually going to throw the Seed Bomb bait. The Seed Bomb bait does get a shield, which is great, and then they actually are going to have to decide if they want to double shield this situation. They do go for the double shield, so we do take out both shields from their side, and now we're just going to be able to throw our breaking swipe, or maybe we're going to farm down here. Let's see what we do. It looks like they actually switch out into their Stunfisk here, but we do have a counter to the Stunfisk, which is our Medicham. We are able to tank that Earthquake, and we're going to throw an optimal time here. CMP this next move, we do have Dynamic Punch. And this is exactly why we were running Dynamic Punch. Boom! Takes out the Stunfisk. And now we just have to do a bunch of chip damage as possible. This Ice Punch does chip away at this Medicham, but we do have the Steelix still in the front there. Okay, they decide to farm us down with their Sableye. We have to shield here because this is going to do the most damage for right now. We're going to farm it down, and we're going to try to get to an Earthquake here. Because they allowed us to farm that Sableye down, we're going for this Earthquake here. Will it KO? Yes, it does. GG's to our opponent right there. That was awesome. Not only did we take out the Medicham, but we took it out with the Earthquake. So that Shadow Earthquake from that Steelix ends up being clutch. Steelix versus the Carbink, they're forced to switch out. We're going to go into our Trevenant. This comes down to a baiting situation. They actually go for the Moonblast first. It looks like we are able to survive it. And then now we're just going to go for this Shadow Ball. We don't think they're going to shield it. They actually decide to shield it. So this is going to be a tough situation. We can't take another Moonblast, so we decide to shield. They actually bait, so that's really good for them. We're going to go for the Seed Bomb here. They actually end up shielding it. And unfortunately for us, we are not able to get to that other Seed Bomb there. But we do survive by a sliver of health. So we are able to get to this extra Seed Bomb to take out that Cresselia. So that's huge for us. Not only do we take out both shields, but we are left with a sliver of health. We know that we have to come in with our Medicham probably because the Carbink is still back there. They decide to switch out, and we go in with our Steelix here. They don't know we have Dynamic Punch, so it's going to be a tough situation in the back if we don't take out this Carbink as soon as possible, but we need to end this matchup with some energy. They go for the Moonblast looking for the debuff. Doesn't happen, and they actually quit. They actually thought that we had the Psychic in the back, so GG's to our opponent right there. It was going to be a tough situation from the beat because that Steelix was going to be able to farm a ton of energy, and then we were just going to debuff that Medicham as much as possible probably. So Sableye in the front here. This is kind of like a tricky situation because Sableye is very neutral, and we don't really know if they have a flyer in the back or it's just non-flyers back there. So we go for the Breaking Swipe. We're going to play it out a little bit. We go for the second Breaking Swipe. They decide to let it go. And now we are forced to reveal that we have the Medicham. They switch out into their own Frostlass. So we're just going to go for the Dynamic Punch. Huge Dynamic Punch shield by them. And we actually have to probably shield here. Yep, we do shield the Shadow Ball, which is great. And then now we're just going to go for another Dynamic Punch because either we do huge damage or we get the second shield. And it looks like they decide to double shield this situation. We actually let this go. Avalanche was going to take us out anyways. And I believe we're going to come in with the Steelix here. Steelix does come in, try to get some farm and try to get some fast move damage. They go for the Avalanche, does take us out. So that's as good as it's going to get. And this is an obvious shield. Farm down with the Trevenant and try our best to take out this Stunfisk in the back on optimal timing. We are at pretty much 100 energy, so we throw the Seed Bomb here. Probably does like 20%. This Rock Slide here does not KO, but because they threw a move, we are able to get to the next Shadow Ball here for the KO. So GG's to our opponent right there, able to take out that Stunfisk in the back. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.